The night the ocean stole the village. In remote coastal Alaska, life has always been a conversation between the people and the fierce Bering Sea. But in October, when the remnants of Typhoon Helong slammed into the shoreline, the conversation turned into a roar. The storm surge that hit communities like Kipnuk and Quigalingok was not a flood, it was an act of sudden, shocking violence. Adrift in the dark. The disaster struck without mercy in the dead of night. For Alexei Stone, who gathered his brothers and children into the only dry room of his Kipnuk home, the experience was surreal. The house, built on stilts, began to move. He described the terrifying moment the structure separated from the land. The house rocked as though an earthquake had struck, and suddenly it was floating. As the water seeped in, the chaos outside was visible through the glass. From the lone dry room, he could look outside and see under the water, like an aquarium, wrote one reporter, recounting his experience. Debris hammered the walls, including a shed that drifted toward them, threatening to shatter the glass before turning away just in time. The blinking lights. In Quigalingok, the devastation was just as immediate. Bria Paul witnessed a heartbreaking scene as she watched from what safety she could find. In the moonlight, she estimated she saw roughly 20 homes floating away. Her message describing the ordeal captures the helplessness of the community. Some houses would blink their phone lights at us like they were asking for help, but we couldn't even do anything. The following morning, she filmed a house submerged nearly to its roofline as it floated past her own. For everyone, the landmarks of home were gone. One resident, Christy Fox, posted as she was evacuated, "Kipnuk isn't Kipnuk anymore. I pray they evacuate safely." Survival and the will to return. The immediate aftermath brought a massive rescue effort, described as one of the significant airlifts in Alaskan history. Coast Guard and National Guard helicopters plucked dozens from their floating homes. Amid the destruction, the core spirit of the community held fast. As Christy Fox was lifted to safety, she shared her profound relief. "We made it out of Kipnuk. Everyone's good and at the school. The Coast Guard just picked us up and just landed into Bethel." Another survivor summed up the shared gratitude for life. "We're all thankful that we're all alive." The storm took their homes, scattered their possessions, and forever changed the landscape. But in the words of a survivor, what remains is the strength of the people and the fierce determination to endure and ultimately to rebuild.